That's the way that's supposed to be. It's not no. No, it is.
Anybody there? I think I was talking to myself. If you were there, please let us know because I started the routine. The audience is my goal too. All right. So I'll slot you in the beginning of that. So I think we're gonna start again with that one. So I don't think anybody was there. You were, well, PD never existed. So thank you, your PD section round. And we started just with a very small shrug, first down. This is a itty bitty one because we're going to come back on this. And yes, because of the mental faster shrugs. I want to give you a little room for that. And we're back in the middle, shaking it very gently, and then we're just going to do it to the side. Yay! So we did it before. Could you hear this? Could you sing this? Or is this like the first time? Today, for this each side, here was the our bachatas. And we're going to move into deeper muscles. And next to the middle. And little circle shoulders. And having a second. Just naturally elbows. And forward. Reflect if you can't hear yourself to let us know because we're good. Oh, okay, I'm glad. We're trying to grow that front. That's my point, but little by little, just like all this stuff, takes time. You can use back. And so I'm just going to do a light curl. And then we're going to come back and that same thing, but I'm going to put a little more movement into it. Alright, so now you're going to put your shoulders down, up, way down, and now we're going to do, remember we did 1, 2, 3, just try it, and make it very small, you just do 1, 2, 3, and we're going to try to systems, 1, 2, 3, like a rest, and then I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Yes, for our future isolations, which it's good to start way ahead because that's something that can feel very, it can feel very, like there's a lot of resistance in the beginning. So that's why we like to do one of that and over a time period because eventually becomes a quicker movement and when you can do while you're doing something else with your feet. And that's our long-term goal. Short-term goal is to make this little and then okay, so your heads once more. And then we're going to tilt our ears to our shoulder, the top of the neck, like a bobble head, bit of your neck pain. Let's get this one. Your elbows, just your elbows, let them drop. So feel as though like to the bottom of the rib cage, so we're going to boost and try this side again. It's a little bit bigger though. It's not all the way down, so your second part, sorry, that we're normally stretching, still straight up and down. And just up and downwards. And now we're going to get bigger. Bring your side in. Make sure your feet are planted, that you feel the ground. A nice sturdy base. Nice sturdy base. And forward. So I'm just on my shoulders and going down a little bit more than normal to my shoulders. Now I'm going to do that here. Back up. And roll up. Stand up. Roll down. And stand up. And do that again. But this time, as you roll up, try to make the feeling come like it's starting here. And this is making one up. I'm going to do a crunch. This is like that. Roll up and eliminate just the feeling. Just feel it. That's making one up. Down. And curling. From the gravitating curl. Curl. And curl. And I want you to try and tighten that same space. And this time, I'm just going to try and tilt your upper body to the back. Doesn't mean that's okay. You just want to feel it up. Your shoulders start sitting back. But this is staying straight. So even if there's no actual movement, I want you to feel this like the name. Keep that. Shoulders are to the back. This whole piece is to the back. This is staying straight. So you just want to feel the leg and back. And the leg and back. And so we're ready to our feet. We're kind of skirt around the middle part, come back to it. So if you have something nearby to hold on to, sure, you can table a wall, but if you want to share your body later on, that is also great because we are in this exercise that we and a little bit of other into it. How are you doing this? So keep your feet parallel. Now, I mean, we're all individual and we're all at different places in our journey, so you have to have the close. What you want is wiggle a little forward, the leg that's forward, and keep your back leg straight. So move this to feel that stretch in the back of the leg that's behind. So you have to adjust it a little, but it's better to do it a little bit smaller, but to have this leg straight. Feet parallel, and we go straight down. So it's like if you had a couple bounce on the head, it would not fall. And bring in forward, weight once just a minute. And then both legs, they're still parallel, just run forward. And just trying to stretch in that back. That's really and taking your weight and shifting it over to just sitting with the in front of you. So the side is free. And then tap this side. And move from side to side. Now this can also be very small movements. Look at the head and the ankle. So you move that ankle, get it moving. You don't want your whole leg coming in that. So a little movement. in. And we switch legs, so we can tire for to tippy toe. So the other leg is going to go back of you. Knee on kind of place where you can keep straight. Legs are parallel, and you're leaning into your front leg. Feel like a pull and back of your back leg. It should not hurt. You want to do it so it feels like it's getting longer. As that stretch is. But really today I feel like my lower part is very, very tense. So I was teaching kids yesterday, and we do some fair bit of stomping there. So I think it's stomping and I'm a little bit wonky today. All right, really, place your weight in them. Legs and moves more to the back. Up. And take our weight and shift it around the leg. As in front of us. We're going to tap the other foot. And then we're going to wiggle from side to side, using just your ankle. Nothing, it's just your ankle. And we're going to shift onto the leg. That's just moving. And we do our up and down. So the weight is off of the leg that the working leg. And we just raising and lowering your heel. Let's parallel to the other legs. Yes, good. And then you shift your weight. Shake out if you want to. And then back to our middle. So we're gonna start this. Let's go down this little, just so that they're not stretching out. So just relax and follow like a snail. And straighten up. And then curl like a snail. And straighten up. Snail. And up. Nice. And then stand up. And now we are going to start our first set of routine. For those of you who are new here, we've been building up slowly with our kind of standing core exercises. Start with 2 or 3 if you're new here, and move up slowly because we like to set realistic goals here. And if you go crazy at the beginning, next couple days it's going to hurt a lot, and you won't be able to be as active as you want to be. So with here, we're just kind of getting, it's like you're getting a little like, and the important thing is, as you're straightening up, you're going to feel like this area here, your middle, is lengthening to bring you up. So this part is trying to get long, and make you taller and stretch you up. So it's like taffy or the little squishies that gets long. But you want to feel like just the part is making you taller. So stand. And those of you who live here, you know those. And do a little bit more for the core today. Some of these I think like little weeks at a time. Okay, so and you can go to straightening up and straightening up to getting longer. And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Feel up. And 9 and 10 and 11, and 12, and 13, and 14. Good job, butterflies. Percent over. Leaning back. Look at the side. Your fingers just stretching out. Relax these muscles. Yeah, you know. Start to make contraction. Directions. And I'm going to move down to our knees. So we are, let's do a few more loosening and straightens, or just kind of letting them go. And straightening back up again, very small. And then we're going to do our exercises, which is going to tighten our legs, because we're standing right in the middle of them. And then we're going to sink down, and then you're going to go right your toes. And then instead of standing up, instead of straightening your knees, you're going to push your forward. So you're going to stay in place just you're pushing the ground away from you. That feeling is going to bring you upwards because we are preparing for our future advanced dance. We all dance on here. Everybody can, everybody will. It's a technique called grounding, which means you're very, very into the earth. And it's used in a lot of styles like modern dance. And we're learning right now, which is Latin social dance, where you're instead of like tiptoeing above the ground, you are feeling kind of very close, going with the ground and digging into it and feeling heavy like you're full of sand, because that will, first of all, give you the look that you want, and it will also help your balance. So if you're above the floor, it's easy to kind of tip or whatever, but if you're grounded, that's going to keep you kind of attached to the earth. So that's what we're going to do here. So make sure that your knees are going over your feet, stay ground to feet. And we're going to tighten up. Tighten up, keep tight as your knees go over your toes. Try to keep that overhead. Now push the ground away from you. Push, and stand up. Again, like things going over your toes. And push the ground away from you. Like saying knees going over your toes, pushing the ground away. Like saying knees going over your toes, pushing the ground away. Like saying knees going over your toes, pushing the ground away from you, pushing away. And like saying knees going over your toes, and push the ground away. Good job. Back to our floor. We'll do our second set in lower us. Okay, so remember, we're just going to use those shoes if you want, if you don't want to stand straight up. I use them a little myself. So, over and then there's a little part to it. So, and 14, lengthening, and 13. And 12, and 13, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Oh, but the second is ahead and leaning back. Just stretch that out. It's leaning your whole body back to the side. Just feel that front part of us. And back. And little shakes, and just in between. We're supposed to break from that. So we're just going to do a little walk forward, but body awareness. So we're just going to feel that your weight shifts over onto the leg. And this will be our supporting leg. The others are working leg, the one that's going to be doing another part of it. And we're going to take a step. You want a nice white face here, so it's you don't have to step like you're on a balance beam and can step so it's comfortable, but you're going to go over the head. You're going to rest it on your tippy toes. So you take a step, but it's in here. And then you're going to start to lean towards that leg and push it into the ground and lowerwards. So the ground is like, I'm just going to take a little step. My weight is here, my supported leg, and then I'm going to start to step on this leg, but it's like I'm going to push straight down, push to the ground to step on it. And we're going to, our weight goes right over. So as we take that step today, instead of shifting it, right over. So my weight is already here. And then I'm going to take another step to the front, another leg, resting it on my feet. And then it's like I'm going to squash something underneath it. Squash something straight down here. If there's an arrow going straight into the ground, and you're going to move your body on top of it. And now, going to here. And let's go the other one. So just keep your weight here. Move this leg forward. Rest it. I keep turning just so you can see. And you want to move one direction, you don't want to throw and feel those feet, and arrows going straight through here, and push down on it, your whole body, get it, push whatever it is to the ground, and this here now, and the other one forward, and you're resting it, also the feet, and then you're going to push straight down, so say, have you when you've ever been camping to the beach or just kind of put something into the ground like a stake or like I don't know what they call pin stakes that to keep something steady. So it's like you want to push that into the ground with your foot and your whole body weight, pushing that down. And we're going to do a couple more. So your weight's already here. You're going to use your whole body, push it down, moving this forward. And the stake right underneath that you're going to push down, also for your feet, so that you need your whole body weight out. So you're going to push it into the ground. One last step. Moving this forward. Resting on both of your feet. And pushing that stake into the ground. And push it, push, 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 push it down. Good. Take your legs. So that is another. It's both a grounding and weight change exercise. It could also be like a dance step, but it's more that I want you to feel that you're pushing downwards instead of pushing forwards. We want the feeling like we're stepping down to the ground and down to the ground. Like you're pushing something downwards, or like something is coming down in your head. That's very heavy. So just something to keep in the back of your minds. We of course have been doing a lot more of this. So dance is all about repetition. We do every day a lot of the same steps and exercises. And from there. Okay, so back to our core lesson. Routine. Oh, like you have a cramp in the earpiece. Lengthening the part. So we're gonna go on those knees for this one. And one lengthening. And two lengthening. That's helpful. You can just use your hands to illustrate that. And through it. I find it helpful personally. And 4. And 5. And 6 lengthening. And 7 lengthening. And 8. And 9 lengthening. And 10. And 11. Almost there. Last 2. 13. Keep pushing it out. And 13. 14. And 10. Stretch out. One things on the agenda, so make sure you nice, relax here. Okay, so we're going to be swing from side to side. So you remember we've done exercises before. What we want, the twist we want to happen right here, even if it's very, very small. You don't want to be your shoulders moving. You want to try to move from here. So it's your whole torso turning. So it can be as this, teeny tiny, feel right in there. All right, if you have a little bit, it'll be there, bigger. I exaggerate all the time because I have to show things. That's what I do. So sometimes it's subtle or hard to see. So it's actually even it really should be that big. Okay, come back. And same thing, we're gonna tighten here, tighten like here, okay? And you're gonna use that to slowly rotate your shoulders. Rotate. Right here, and like you're feeling like you're turning these muscles. And then coming back. It's gonna be very small, just you try and use these little ones to the side. And these shoulders are moving here and tightening up before you start to twist, move to the side. Come back and tightening it back to the side. And to the side. Last one, start with me, tightening it and moving to the side. And come back. Okay, so give yourselves a little relax. Do the same thing with your fortuna. Angles. Stretching out. And then side to side again. Maybe the small ones at the beginning is the bigger one. You move your down here. And here, you can hold on to something. Or these big ones that we're going to do, if you feel a little more stability there, you grab out with one hand. And we're gonna make a big arc. It's like somebody grabbed your hand and is pulling it. And that arc takes a little bit of stuff. Somebody's grabbing your hand, pulling you over, and pulling you towards that wall. And as you stand up, again, you want to lengthen. So picture somebody taking your hand and moving it for you in a big arc in your back here. And do the same thing again. Somebody's grabbing your hand and moving it over. Your shoulders are still facing the same direction as your hips, your knees, everything's facing forward. It's better to do little arcs. Keep it in one position. And then there's this stretching at your arms, moving a big arc, and this little part is coming up. And last one. If you're hand to that imaginary person or pet baby, maybe a friendly bear, and rubbing your hand and stretching it out. Stretching here, and then they're gonna be pulling that hand, and you're gonna be lifting, like going over something to come back up. And then we're gonna do the other side, so to mention around, put your hand on whatever is stabilizing you there. And we are going to have a bear wolf. Grab our hand and pull it in a wide arc. And straight to the front, shoulders to knees, all to the front. And you're gonna lengthen here to come up like you're over something. And from the nose, touching your arm forward. So, wrapping your hands. And big arc to come over, stretching it out. And coming up. And using this little part to help you stand up. Out, and last one. Grabbing your hand. And the big arc. Using this part to lengthen like we did for forward and coming back up. Butterflies, that's easy. And I want you to do this more exercise. So if you get chairs, you can also do these standing, not a problem. But sometimes it's easier to really feel the core. So this is both for our lower back and our lower orbits. So we're gonna be in the chair. I want you to try to sit pretty straight And then I want you to slump over. And we're gonna sit up straight by using our lower back and lower abdomen. So you want the feeling like this is gonna pull you up. So your lower back is pushing, and this is tightening to straighten back up. So you're in a straight position. And then you're gonna relax again. And then you're going to tighten here. So this is gonna pull you. And this lower back here, right here, all these muscles down here are gonna give you a push to help you set up. And relax again. And go. Pulling this part, pushing this part. Sitting straight. And relax again. And always pushes. Up we go. You can do this while standing up too. If you let this relax. And then you're just gonna straighten out, just like you're on a chair. So a lot of people get low back pain. If I don't exercise my core, I do because I have a tendency to stand, sit, walk, do everything with this way back, meaning that I kind of relax. My butt goes out, so I just kind of like this. And that's what gives me my lower back pain because certainly I don't suffer from it if I'm doing sufficient work to keep myself pulled up. So for if this is something that you deal with, doing that work, anytime you're sitting in a chair, just think about it. You want to relax over and use this lower abdomen to tighten, pull you up, and that lower back to push. So you strengthen this area down here, and your back will be straighter, and that is very helpful for back pain. Okay. Then let us dance because, we were struggling a bit with our technology today. You all are still there because I'm still talking. Okay, so we were working on our channel, and just think very briefly. Remember that exercise we did here, stepping, and just thinking about that feeling as you step to the side, like you're digging down to the ground, and then if you come together, when you're stepping to the side, instead of stepping to the side and shifting away like this, you're just doing a small step and you're pushing a stick. And we'll do the same thing to the roots. So you're going flat foot this time. Your flat foot is pushing, or something a little bigger down. So it is pushing down into the earth. Together, push it down, and it's just, these are things that I just want you to slowly think about, incorporate, because they take time to feel. It's kind of a new sensation. But now we're just going to relax and dance because dance is about fun, and the more fun you have with it, the better it's going to feel. So, we are just reviewing. Try to do our left together, left and right together, right tap, left together, left tap, right together, right tap, left together, left tap, right together, right tap, left together, right tap, right together, right tap. So if you haven't seen this before, you can go to our previous class more towards the end when we do our dance, where we break it down. At the beginning, we did it very slowly, we broke it down, but now especially keep your steps very small. So if you were gonna take it to the ground, it would be easy to do it because your weight is already there. Okay, we also do backwards, so many steps. Left, right, left. Tap it pretty much always. You're gonna be stepping with the foot you tapped with. So think about it that way. So if I tap with this foot, I'm also gonna step. And right, left, right, and tap. left, tap, right, left, right. Now you can keep your knees soft here. You don't have to straighten them up. In fact, it's better if you don't. You want to keep them. You want to be a little closer to the ground here. This is, we have different styles of things. There's also kind of ballroom bachata, but that's not what we teach here. We teach the one that you can dance on the street, you can dance it at a party, at a club, wherever. And then step tap, tap. Keeping it small, shifting the weight, foot to foot. And push down, then pushing down, pushing down. On Friday, we usually do a little bit more dance technique. And then we did a sway, so we just, and without stepping, we put our body. And see, I'm not swaying like this, I'm keeping straight, and I'm just shifting my weight to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It seems like it's like I'm throwing the ball from hand to hand. My body weight, I'm doing the same thing with my body. My right foot is pushing me, and my left is pushing my right and my right. And pushing back forth, and we also did what we call basic, which is that first side step. That's what people always come back to when you're dancing. You need to think about what you're going to do next, or you just want to just dance. You're going to do this step all the time. And we did our sit together, step down, right together, right tap left, this time we raise and lower our arms. So we start here, and you want to keep your legs going in that rhythm. And it's like your arms are completely separate, they're doing their own thing. Your feet still there. So you'll step down, right together. Right. And we did some arm switch. If you remember, you might remember. We just did without the music, but still, you know, like kind of pulse with the music, not taking a step. And we pull them up, dropped it to our heads. And let it go. And raise it up to your head. And let it go. And without actually stepping, but just keeping the rhythm going. Dropping to your head. And down. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to call out to you or move stuff a little. But the thing is to listen to music, try and have fun with it. And if you get mixed up, you can just stop and start again. Go back to your left half, right? Just start with your left foot. And let's give that a try. Bachata. Step together. Step right together. Right to left. Right to left. Together. Yeah. 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 Together. Left. Right. Left. Together. Right. Left. Left. Together. Left. Right. Right. Together. Left. That's okay, guys. That's this. Yeah. Left. Right. That's left. Right. Left. right, left, right, left, right, left, turn, right. And then we're gonna go side again. Left, right, left, right, cross, left, top, left, right, down, left, right, again, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, same place, left, right, left, right, right. Keep your legs turned, divided back and forth. Is okay. Good job, butterflies. So we are slowly but surely building up so that we will have another dance, some marks, as I say, and towards the end of doing this, we're just going to talk a little bit about partnerhood, but this is not something that you have to do with a partner. It's just so if you're ever in a situation where maybe you need to know about it, we'll just kind of talk about it. But mostly we're going to be dancing for us, we're going to be doing it solo, and we're going to be doing some arms, and doing something that we can have fun with. And so I have a little fun with you because this is something I do at the end of my kids' classes always because so one of the things that if you haven't grown up dancing, there's some families that there's parties and they're always doing it. And you see a lot of kids who have grown up with this and they're already they already kind of feel the music. But if you haven't, one of the things you find even when you're going to like a social dance, and sometimes if you're dancing with somebody, you break apart and you dance separately. And for me, when I was in this, I was a Marine, but I always knew what I was going to do. I had practiced it. There was a time to every step, so there was no mystery. And suddenly, I was thrown to the wolves, and I had to think of something really fast. It was very awkward because I had no idea what to do because I hadn't practiced anything. I hadn't rehearsed it. I didn't have it in my muscle memory. It was so automatic that I didn't have to think. So, what I do for my kids is at the end, I turn on a song. Usually that has nothing to do with any kind of button dance. Disney is a favorite choice, or Taylor Swift. And I say, okay, now I'm not going to even look at you. I usually, but I just want you to move to music, put it, have fun with it, feel it any way you want to feel it. And just try and move, try and get, because it can be super awkward. I definitely know about that, but I just want you to turn on a song that you love, just try and move with it and see how it speaks to you, even if it feels a little bit weird. At first, the more you do it, this is another thing, repetition, doing it over and over. So butterflies, if you have the time for it, that's what I want you to do. Turn on any song that speaks to you, and try to move through the whole song. Be whatever you want to do, whatever the music says, okay, it's speaking to your body, try and let it come into you, and try and kind of illustrate what this song makes you feel with your body. And even if it's just stepping or swaying to begin with, it's okay. That's the start. That's That's your first step into this world. My fireflies, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community, for being together, supporting each other in this journey. We're going right back on to the intermediates. It's probably going to be a brief intermediate because we're struggling a little with our technical stuff as usual this morning, but I'm going to send all my love out to you, my butterflies. Listen to music, feel it, dance, and have a wonderful day. Bye!